In this document, we will be providing domain analysis for an online application which allows trainees to fully abandon handwritten exams in favor of online formats. The application is meant to be used by trainees who are taking a specific tech-related course to assess their knowledge over up to 14 weeks. The application will be utilized by trainees who take the online exam for the completion of a specific pathway, and it will be assessed by assessors who will be responsible for formulating the questions, and they'll be able to utilize the results to overview the progression of trainees during the training. From the research we have collected on the issue at hand, we will be providing a solution to the problem by switching to online formats in the context of assessed exams. It is a well-known fact that traditionally handwritten exams have been the preferred format for students to take examinations at. However, in recent years, online methods have taken over, and companies are quickly adapting to be more efficient and to have speedier ways to conduct examinations. In fact, a survey conducted by the Florida Department of Education showed that 53% of students preferred online exams over handwritten ones. There are several benefits to having an online-based examination system over a handwritten format. Firstly, paper-based exams require a physical place for the exam to be conducted in. The online system would solve this issue by providing a platform where any trainee in any location at any time can take the exam. This will in turn save companies logistical costs and it will provide immediate feedback and fast results. There are several benefits to having an online-based examination system over a handwritten format. Firstly, paper-based exams require a physical place for the exam to be conducted in. The online system would solve this issue by providing a platform where any trainee in any location at any time can take the exam. This will in turn save companies logistical costs and it will provide immediate feedback and fast results. We will take extra measures to avoid the sharing of online exam papers. One way we are going to do this is by getting notifications of when screenshots are taken. We'll also implement an auto surveillance system through the trainee's webcam. We will also prevent the opening of other tabs and an inbuilt plagiarism system that will constantly compare the submitted answers with other trainees who are taking the exam. Although there are quite a few valid options in the market, our product differentiates itself from the rest for the following main characteristics that others entirely or partially lack. They are cybersecurity, usability, and performance. The main goal is to provide a solution that not only saves time, effort, and money, but also ensures that the academic goals have been achieved by every trainee, and that the knowledge they are being tested on is of their own and does not come from other sources. The application will also provide great flexibility to examiners to ensure that the exams they are setting are in the correct format. For example, they could choose multiple choice questions, quiz-based questions, or true and false questions. The system will also record the progress of students and it will generate a report of the overall performance of every student. It will also generate the average grade in the exam, the percentage of students who have failed or passed, and it will provide accurate feedback on a trainee's progress. We have identified different users to this application. Firstly, primary users, who will mostly be the students that are logging into the application to attempt the exams. which are already pre-scheduled. A timer will run along with the exam to count down the time, and once they have submitted the exam, the student can get the result along with the feedback. The secondary users will be who are the assessors and administrators. The assessors or teachers who will plan, schedule and upload the examinations will be able to provide feedback and offer advices to the students that require it. They will also be in charge of uploading different difficulty levels of questions based on the requirements. The administrators is the secondary user who will be in charge of making sure that the system is maintained and operating correctly. The main work of the system administrator is to monitor computer systems regularly to ensure problems are kept to a minimum and are solved quickly when they arise. As the application is web-based application, it will be developed using web technologies like the fundamental principles that the web is built with, such as HTTP requests and responses. Clients would typically use web browsers and servers would be web servers. The architecture would be HTML, CSS and JavaScript. PHP is a scripting language which has all the basic features that a scripting language should have. One can write the complete backend code of a website in PHP as long as there is no dynamic features which are required in the website. MariaDB is one of the most popular open source relational database. The database tier stores and retrieves data. It's also responsible for managing updates, allowing simultaneous access from web servers. It also provides security and ensures the integrity of data, while providing support services such as data backup. The software requirements would include a browser for the client, such as Chrome, and the front-end and back-end framework would require Django version 3.1 or higher, and a Python-powered API like Python 3.6 or higher. The minimal configuration should be an Intel Core i3 or higher CPU, 8GB of RAM, DDR3 or later, and there should be 50GB or more available space. In our system, we have three different types of users: trainees, assessors, and system administrators. Each of these users are assigned different responsibilities and tasks based on their role and must log into the system for authorization purposes. You can see a few examples of what some of these tasks entail based on their role as shown in the slide. To summarize, the trainee must participate in a 14-week training pathway. The assessor must educate the trainees on the pathway's content. And finally, the system administrator must maintain the system to ensure everything is working smoothly. All these tasks are vital for our system to function well, and therefore all users must ensure the completion of their tasks. Okay, now let's talk about the existing competing software. Competing software give us a great advantage, as we can see what mistakes they have done, fix them, and make a better software. I have looked at the three software which are VirtualX, TCExam, and TestInvite. I have found out what the advantages and disadvantages are, so now we know what would be great and best for our customers. Firstly, VirtualX Pro. This is a web-based software system that has been in the market since 2000. It is used to conduct online assessment or assign homework. Some of its features include scheduling exams, generating reports and results. It has a great design which many software could envy. Also, something that we could take out from the software is that it has a great range of questions. Examples include multiple choice and open-ended questions. The disadvantage in the software is that if you want to use all of its features, you must take a whole plan for at least 6 months. Secondly, TCExam. TC Exam is a web-based software used for assessments that have been in the which has been in the market since 2004. It is independent of the language and the platform the software can be used on. The big advantage that this software has is the range of languages it includes for exams and assessments. This means that the software could be used in any countries, which means that it is available to a greater number of people. And finally, Test Invite. Online exam software for trainers, instructors and recruiters that is operating since 2015. It has more than 5,000 customers, such as companies, educational institutions and test centers in more than 50 countries. Something that really stands out in the types of exam content, it is not the same as type of questions. It is what the software allows you to write in the answer sheet as a person doing the exam or assessment. Unfortunately, in the software we find bugs that 90 people talk about in the reviews for this software, which we would not want to see in our one. From looking at the existing software, we take the best out of them and leave their weaknesses. The reason why we chose this software is because they are widely known across customers, and companies are looking for a way to transfer their examination system to an online version. They have a great number of reviews and have been on the market for many years. We chose their relevance for choosing them as a comparison to our project. That's the end of our presentation, and thank you for listening.